There we go. I just plugged it. I didn't get it all set up before I started moving again, so that's on me. But so that now it's just doing automatically. That way you don't have to worry about doing the time. Okay, so yeah. And then basically the nothing button is in case everything goes bad.
So this.
Basically putting, or yeah, Caitlin said she'd volunteer too, but I've got a folder on the desktop, so that way I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. So that we're using, that we're going to be using. So I'm just gonna test the audio and get that sorted out. But I just want to see how the default camera mic before I use the nice mic was gonna work out. Just yeah, and then if we're able to, I've got the other equipment already in my own stuff. If our soundboard could handle it, just going direct audio from the board. But and I could route the direct audio from the board into the camera, so that way we don't have to worry about. I hate messing with milliseconds and getting everything lined up perfectly.
So I could monkey with because there's an audio mixer on the thing here, but
it's pretty limited in what it is. Just balancing between the sources.
okay.
And the one that says Droid Cam OBS, that's my phone.
Can you all like edit the names and stuff, or does it just assign it?
Yeah, you can rename anything you want.
I see.
Get all your sources into one scene that you want.
Yeah.
It works pretty well. And
So I'm just curious why this works so much better, or is whatever clearer than StreamYard is. StreamYard's not very good, or what?
I think it's just they're built for. I don't think StreamYard's bad. I just think they're built for different purposes. With
We're just, 3 feet away from the microphone and just faces.
yeah, just I don't know if it has anything to do with the sound pressure levels, but most most of the people that I was talking to that are doing live stream at churches are either have physical versions of what OBS does that are ridiculously expensive, or they use a good computer with OBS and route everything to it in some way. But part of it might be the limit of how much data you can send to StreamYard. There might be a cap for it to do all the other awesome things that it does. Because, like, I had it at uploading originally at 10,000 kilobits per second. But Restream was saying, like, you want to be under 9,000, otherwise there's a chance of getting too much at once and then having other problems. So I just moved it down to 8,000 and called it a day.
So I know that on the plan that we were on StreamYard, it's a limit of like 720p is the quality. I don't know if 8,000 kilobits is more than that.
That's just the amount of data. Right now we can OBS. It can go 4K, but I have the base resolution at 1080p and 60 frames per second. but I'm favoring resolution over. So it's going to drop frames before it's going to drop picture quality.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, it looks clear, and it's pretty smooth. I was wondering if are there transitions you can do to.
If you look over on the right side, like where it said, it says scene transitions. It has the default one is fade, but I'm sure if you click on the gear next to it, you can. Oh, yep, that works too. So you can go through a variety of those ones instead.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And yeah, then if you transition, yep. I knew you would be having fun with this part of it from what Jim and I were talking about.
Okay.
You're like a kid.
Yeah, craft. Come on, baby. There it goes. So yeah, so it took a little bit to load it.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it was just installing it or something.
Yeah. And maybe it takes more processing power to do a fade than a swipe.
It probably just needs to load. And I suppose I gotta change the color here. So this is like DaVinci Resolve a little bit.
Okay, I have had friends who've used DaVinci, but I never got into it.
So there you go, just as a white pop.
Yep.
And then it goes. That's what I use in the sermon. So.
Hey, so then that'll match up perfectly.
That's pretty cool. So you got a whole bunch. So if you wanted to, you could install all of these, and then you could. So this, you have to pick the fade that you want, or the transition you want before you pick something, and then it'll. Well, now it's gonna wait a minute. Yeah, now it's gonna wait. So whether it's.
Oh, it says adding fade to color when it first does it. So the first one, as long as we get a, so it looks like we're adding those transitions. So now after the first one's done, it should go smooth.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's.
Now, so it must just be for the first time while it's installing. That's cool. And
I was just wondering, maybe I wanted to have a little bit faster.
you could lower the milliseconds down and it will be longer. I mean, lower it and it'll be faster because now it's gonna take.
Yeah, so then it'd be like, okay, we're done.
You know you're in the right place or the wrong place.
Yeah. Cool. Yep. No, that's super easy. So, I would say one thing. I don't know. I know do you guys make these slides, or is it just Jim? Because you see, there's this white line on the side.
Yes, I do.
During the whole thing, I mean, I've had to deal with this with Jim when I do his sermons, but I actually have to, every single slide I put on the screen, I actually have to zoom in, like, I don't know, whatever, a tenth or whatever the thing is in order to get rid of the borders on the sides. I gotta zoom it in a little bit. I mean, it's not a big deal, but, it's.
Every ounce that we can make it better, we should.
So I don't know how you do that. I mean, is it. It's not. The images aren't 1080. I mean, on DaVinci, it's got a mask of 1080, and they're all a little bit smaller. And I don't know what it is. It's all just one pixel too small, and I don't know what the deal is.
That's one of the things that we're going to be transitioning to. After this, I just didn't want to do anything with the first sermon series that we got. I wanted to get everything else done, but improving slides is on the next option and getting a good template for each sermon series.
Yeah, so just I would just zoom those all up. Like it's all at like 1079
what I can do real quick, if I go into and I look at the video capture device for slides, here let me I can't remember how I did it. Oh, there we go. It was letting me for a second. But originally, when you import it in, here I'm going to stop the stream now.